those who are in charge of this mission must pray for the Vietnamese people. The people are suffering the war. That means the people on the earth. And my family, any members in my family were so excited too, and they follow by the television network on the Vietnamese, on the American network. And this is my feeling right now. I follow day after day, minute after minute, and I myself don't know. The Apollo 11, the moon ship Apollo 11 will land on the moon successfully and safely and return. And I hope so, and I wish so, I pray to.
Say that, in my opinions, as a citizen of an underdeveloped country, a country which is in war at the present moment, as well as many other people here would think that this huge amount of money Americans spent on discovery the moon, to see what the moon is like, to know what is there in the moon. What's for? Why people here are still suffering from the war? People here are still, asking for food, for clothes, for money. And what they want is peace. So this huge amount of money would be better spent on the unfavored countries, the unfortunate people who have to cry because of the war, because of the hunger, because of the problem of overpopulation, because of many other problems. Yeah, yes.
When you... Just a second.
Just say what I just said.
Yeah, all we're going to do is talk. We're going to talk. Miss Chang Thi Tuyen, Saigon, South Vietnam. Miss Yen, what does the moon landing mean to you, and what effect do you think it would have on Vietnam, the people, the war?
Well, I have to say that, I really didn't pay much attention to the flight of the Apollo 11. And I really didn't, follow it as closely as you do and as Americans do at the present moment when the spaceship is going to land on the moon. But I have to say that this is just an amazing historical event that nobody could ignore it. And the moon landing means, just a great improvement of man in this new space age. People in the United States, as well as people from all over the world, must be very anxious, very proud, very happy to hear this news and to see that man had conquered the moon at last. The astronauts must be very brave and risky to be shot into the moon. And I think this is a very risky action to take. They are subjected to, to a problem that they do not know what the fate could be like. And I think it's, the Americans should test before sending the human beings to the moon. They should send something like lunar motor engine motor, or a lamp, I think, equipped it with different devices which can take the samples of soil or water or whatever they want from the moon. This device can carry an animal from the earth to the moon to see if there are any physiological effects that would happen later on to the persons, to the astronauts. So So people wouldn't think that this is a very risky and brave action. And the astronauts must be extremely brave too.
How does it affect you as a citizen?
But in my...
Well, the American going to the moon, I don't believe it, because they said that they are going to make the end of the war in Vietnam between a year. Now it's 6 years already. So they instead going to the moon and make the end of the war in Vietnam. Thank you.
PFC Rich Donnelly from Stratford, Connecticut. States, do you expect to find a better America as a result of the moonshot?
Well, the more, well, how can I phrase this? The more accomplishments that we've been having, and it should make the United States a great place to live in, even though it is right now. The more we have, the better it is.
How does it make you feel? Like a better American?
Yes, I'm proud to be an American. That's why I'm over here.
Specialist Fourth Class Gil Paget from Honolulu, Hawaii. Do you think that the accomplishments of the astronauts, the successful completion of the moonshot, the landing and return, will make America a better place to live in, and will it unite behind a common goal?
Well, I believe that this space shot, the landing on the moon, is something like this always does bring America together, unites us together, and gives us a feeling that we can do something. And if it's a space shot, I think...
Find America a better place to live in when you leave Vietnam and go home?
Well, I'm really not sure. I really hope so. We're trying our best here, and we want to go home, and home is the best place, and it's America.
Hold it. Specialist Fourth Class Sterling Young from Long Beach, California. What do you think the moonshot, the successful completion of the moonshot, is going to do for the American people as far as uniting them behind a common goal?
Well, I believe myself that that the moonshot's a fantastic thing. It's something that all forward to for a long time, and there's a lot of people that believe in it. It should unite the people for a while.
You don't think it's going to last then?
No, I don't.
Why not?
When it ends, they'll just, I don't know, they'll go back to Vietnam, I guess. Start about the Vietnam War again.
PFC, Kenneth Peavy, Lake Charles, Louisiana. What do you think the moonshot's going to do for the American people as far as uniting them behind a common goal?
Well, I think it'll probably help them a little bit. More or less, it'll help them in national pride, give them a little nationalistic feeling. Probably that'll be the most good it'll do for the time being.
Do you think the Americans could stand a little national pride at this point?
Most affirm. Sure could. It's 2-1 Zulu go.
Are you monitoring civilian Romeo over?
It's 2-1 Zulu, most firm over.
16 Zulu, I detached the Echo Tango Alpha of the moon flight. Can you give me an estimated timer of arrival over?
This is 2-1 Zulu. I'll find this information about the moonshot and get right back with you, over.
This is 16 Zulu, that'd be appreciated much. I like to keep Echo Mites informed of the exhibition that's going on over.
This is 2-1 Zulu, Roger. I know you have a very nationalistic spirit. Thank you much,
The Hokmon Bridge is a long way from the Sea of Tranquility. But Americans here are looking to Apollo to make the United States a better place for them when they go home. Frank Mariano, ABC News, at the Hokmon Bridge near Saigon, South Vietnam. Mr. Duan Thieu Han from Saigon, South Vietnam, a postgraduate student at the University of Saigon. Mr. Han, what do you think about the achievements? Mr. Han, what do you think about the achievements presently being made on the moon? The astronauts walking on the moon, and the safe return of the astronauts to the United States, and what kind of an impact it would have on the United States and the rest of the world?
I think it is the achievements are very important. For long, I've been dreaming of.
Mr. Han, what are your feelings about the achievements presently being made on the moon? Astronauts on the moon and their safe return to the United States, and what kind of an impact it will have on America and the rest of the world?
I think that the achievements are very important. For long, I've been dreaming of coming to the moon, and the achievements prove that we human beings can come to the moon and enjoy it. So I think that the achievements are quite important because they may change the lives of our human beings. And President Nixon and his people as well can have a more favorable attitude from the peoples. President Nixon and his people as well may have a more favorable attitude from the peoples in communist countries. And I think that successfully conquering the moon proves that human beings can successfully conquer any other planets. Thank you.
Professor Nguyen An Kang, a professor of English at the Central Training Institute here in Saigon. Professor, what impact will the successful completion of the moon mission have upon you and your family and the Vietnamese people?
It's a very, very useful question. I myself, I was so excited when I know that the Apollo 11 has been launched successfully from Cape Kennedy. And I think that it was very important explosion for the world, not only for the United States, but for the people who love peace. But I think that